Hello everyone, I'm Brigman. This is Fischer. We're here to talk to you today about Benchmark Week, which is coming up. First off, Chris, what exactly is Benchmark Week?
Um, the best way to explain it is it's just a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, that we're going to take data so that we can see where everybody stands, what everybody's strengths and weaknesses are, so that way the program can develop accordingly to the gym.
So why is it important that we do Benchmark Week?
Kind of like I just stated, so think measurable, repeatable, something that we can constantly look at over time to see if you're getting better. Also, something that I'm going to be using for the gym to direct the programming in the right direction as far as goals or what everybody needs to work on to get better fitness-wise.
Okay. So what is it that we're going to get out of this as members?
Number one, it's just going to be a much more homed-in, quicker way of getting to your result, whether it be improving your fitness and health or whether it's going to be losing weight. It's going to be much more directed towards the membership base instead of just randomly guessed kind of workouts, so to say. But again, it's also going to give you long-term and short-term goals to kind of build off of and kind of keep you motivated.
So can you kind of go into what will be tested during Benchmark Week? What kind of movements we'll see?
Yeah, so think primary movements. Some things that we do a lot of: back squats, dips, pull-ups, Bulgarian split squats. We have deadlifts. We have, I know I'm forgetting a couple here. We have sit-ups as well too. Those are going to be the primary kind of movements. Depending upon where you fall at, there's a couple other ones as far as like a power clean, power snatch, front squat. So there are a couple others. We'll get into that in a little bit.
Okay. Tell us what days are Benchmark Week. Is it important that I'm there for all of those days? And then what happens if I miss a day or I can't come to one of those benchmark days?
Okay, so benchmark days are going to be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And yes, if you, I want you to try to be there all three of those days. So try not to miss a day. Now, if you miss a day for some reason, that's fine. But we're going to take your old data, or we're going to not necessarily, we're going to zero your data out, and you're going to be at the safer or the lower level depending upon where you've been. So you won't move up if that's your
goal. Okay. You mentioned the data. What does the gym actually do with this data that they're collecting for the deadlifts, the back squats, and things like that?
So number one, it's going to be obviously to determine which program you need to follow, Essentials Fitness or Performance. But also, as collecting this data over time, we can kind of get a relative assumption of, hey, where are certain markers for people that once you get a deadlift at a certain amount of weight, what's going to be the next step of helping your power clean? Or once your dip negatives reach a certain amount of reps, what's going to be the tipping point of where you're getting regular dips? So it's going to be a long-term kind of way of looking at things, so we know how to program, but also, again, like I said, moving you up or putting you in the right programming for your abilities.
Okay. So after we have Benchmark Week and we collect all this data, what's kind of the next step?
We're going to sit down. We're going to plug the data in depending upon your body weight comparative to some of the movements, and it's going to give us a level that you're going to be at as far as the essentials, the fitness, or the performance. And that should be within a matter of days.
So how would how would a member go about changing levels, whether going from essentials to fitness or from fitness to performance?
So again, depending upon the data that you're going to get from the assessment week, say we're in fitness now, and say we're moving up the performance, or essentials and moving up the fitness. There is the workouts or the strength portion that we're going to do on the assessment week, but there's also we've added skills in too. So once you've passed your strength portion and gone from essentials to fitness, you're going to set up an appointment with a coach, and you're going to go through the skills portion back, all the little pieces of that, and we'll go over what each level has to do as far as that goes. Once you pass the skills portion, then you have graduated into the next level.
Can you give us an idea of what some of those benchmarks are for the skills if you're moving up to fitness or maybe to performance?
Yeah, so I got them written down right here. So skills, if you want to move from essentials to fitness, we're looking at push-ups on our toes, strict push-ups, 5 for males in a row, 3 for females. Kettlebell swings, the skill is going to be 15 reps, unbroken. This is all the overhead kettlebell swings, not the Russian. So American kettlebell swings, 15 reps, 55 pounds for males, 35 pounds for females. Wall balls, 15 reps, 14 pounds for males, 10 pounds for female. And then single unders with the jump rope, 40 unbroken reps. So those are the skill portion of things. Again, it's not too bad, but it's something that needs to be able to be consistently done for you to follow the fitness workouts.
Okay. And why is it? Kind of what's the necessity of training in just essentials or training in just fitness or just performance and not going back and forth between the levels? What does it matter if you train in one certain level or another?
So the biggest thing is safety. If we're going too far beyond our abilities, we're going to get injured, and that's how most people get injured. They try to push their limits, and something happens. The biggest thing is safety. So number 2 is obviously going to be stimulus. If I'm always scaling down the level I've moved up to, I'm not going to get the right stimulus out of what's programmed. Everything has a purpose. So for instance, the strength training piece for essentials versus fitness is going to have a different purpose of building the strength, recognizing the movement. Same thing with fitness to performance. If I train the wrong strengths or I'm not up to that ability yet and I haven't had the time doing the workout or doing the strength training, then I'm going to hurt myself or I'm not going to get the right stimulus out of it. So it's kind of like the old adage of you don't want to look at what an elite athlete is doing now. You want to look at what the elite athlete or an athlete with your experience or a workout person with your experience was doing at their point in time. So if this is 1 year into your working out, what was somebody that is now doing or in the higher level did when they were just 1 year working out? So again, we don't want to jump too soon, injury, but also we need to build properly to get up to the right level.
Awesome. So that's it for Benchmark Week. If you guys have any other questions or concerns, feel free to talk to Chris and I, or shoot us an email. Brandon at noexcusescrossfit.com or Chris at noexcusescrossfit.com. We'll see you guys for Benchmark Week.